Mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K collector. 2024 is right around the corner, and I believe that Nintendo is going to be releasing a new console, which means that the Nintendo Switch and a lot of the games that are on the Switch will probably wind up going up in value. And the Switch had a lot of special editions that came out for it, but there were very few of them that really packed a lot of punch, meaning that they came with some substantial extras inside them. And so I wanted to go over 9 special editions that I kept in my collection because I felt like there was more to it than just some simple artwork. They gave you a little bit more to sink your teeth into. And we're going to start off with Hyperlight Drifter. Now, Hyperlight Drifter is kind of like a top-down, like a action game, top-down, not so much a hack and slash. Yeah, but I guess kind of like a hack and slash top-down action game. Pretty fun. The colors are pretty cool in this one. I like it. The reason why this one made the cut is because, yes, it comes with the game, but the game comes with a manual, 2 soundtracks, a pretty cool keychain, a lenticular rose card, and a poster. So I think for what this, in terms of bang for buck and value, I think this special edition, I got it for around $40. And most standard edition Switch games go for between 35 and $40. So for $40 to get the game, the manual, all those extras, I thought that this was a great bang for buck pickup. I don't think you can get Hyperlight Drifter in the stores anymore, but this is a cool one if you can find it. I definitely recommend trying to pick this one up. I had multiple copies of this. I sold my open copy a while ago and kept my sealed copy. But Hyperlight Drifter, in terms of special edition games, this is one that I would definitely look for. I think this one is a cool one on the Switch. Next up is going to be a game that I've played a ton of, and that's Priny 1-2 Just Desserts Edition. This is an action platforming game. Originally came out on the PSP, and that was where I played this game first. The 2D artwork on this game is pretty sick. I mean, it really stood the test of time. It looked beautiful on the PSP, and it still looks beautiful today. But I like this one because it comes, this one wasn't expensive either. I think you could have picked up Priny 1 and 2, the 1-2 collection, for like $45 or $50 at one point. With that, you're getting 2 games, both Priny games. Also, I mean, look at everything you're getting here. Soundtrack, art book, manual, poster. And then on top of that, you also get like this pretty cool collector's edition block. It almost kind of looks like a little bit like a Lego block. I love these little things because there's usually no other ways of getting these types of figurines outside of these collector's editions. So if you're one of those types of people that you like to have like exclusive figurines on the shelves in your game room, I think this collector's edition is really cool because you're definitely going to get that in here. And it's just so exclusive. I don't really think you can get that anywhere else. And it just looks cool. So you definitely get a good amount of stuff here in the Priny 1-2 Just Desserts Edition. I definitely recommend it if you're into action platformers. This is a great game, and I think you get a good amount of stuff here in the box. Okay, now we're going to kind of do something a little bit different. So this game is Mushiki Sama. I probably butchered that, right? So this is a space shooter, like a bullet hell style space shooter on the Nintendo Switch. It came out by limited run, and I picked up this special edition, which I thought was pretty cool because not only do you get the game, a really cool keychain, and a nice little steelbook, but along with this game, you also get this like arcade setup. So it's kind of like a 1-2 punch here. And I really like this because it kind of mimics the old school arcade system where you can pop in your 25 cents and get a go. And I like the fact that it's kind of like custom fitted, form fitted for your Switch like screen. And then you can use any one of your Joy-Cons in here and kind of create this like makeshift arcade setup. So I thought that this was a really cool add-in on a special edition. And it just, again, it's just a unique look. There are a few other games that have came out with this like arcade cabinet setup, but I thought this one was sick. And again, if you're going to take this out the box and display it, this just makes for a really cool display on one of your gaming shelves. So I thought that this was definitely a cool special edition that you could really sink your teeth into. All right. let's see, where do we go from here? All right, I'll jump over here. So I did a top 60s 2D games the other day on Switch, and I didn't include this guy because Hunt Down was in my special edition category. I don't really have Hunt Down like a standard edition copy of Hunt Down. I still have my sealed copy. I ordered this straight away from Limited Run when I knew that it was going to come out. This game is actually really sick. And you can easily pick up the standard edition online for like 30 bucks. So this game isn't exclusive at all, but the special edition is. This special edition is really unique because it comes with a ton of stuff inside of it. It doesn't show you on the box, but it comes with stickers, keychains, an art book. It comes with posters, and it also comes with an action figure. A really, really, really cool action figure comes in with this one. And I think, you can wind up getting any one of the three main characters. I also have the special edition of Hunt Down on the PS4. And in that box, I think this character is the action figure that I got. On the Switch, I'm not sure. I may have gotten one of these two characters here. But this is just an amazing kind of like run and gun shooter style. Great graphics, great music. It reeks everything 90s. This is everything you played in the late 80s, early 90s. So if you're from that era and from that time, I think that this is a special edition game that packs a wallop. And you'll definitely get your money's worth here. And I don't think this was that expensive. I can't remember what this went for brand new, but it couldn't have been more than $100. So great game, great extras. If you're looking for something more than just an art book or some stickers, definitely pick up Hunt Down special edition or the collector's edition. This is a collector's edition I definitely have in my collection. I got another shooter here for you. So this is Soul Cresta on the Nintendo Switch. A lot of people have talked to me about this game. I've butchered the name of this game so many times, but this is basically a collection, I think, of old school shoot 'em ups. On the Switch, I had two of these. I opened up one, played the game for a little bit. Not my favorite shoot 'em up at all, but in terms of extras, oh, there's a ton of stuff in this box. I mean, this comes with the game manual, keychains, stickers. And I think one of the things that stood out really with this one is that this actually comes with a mini arcade that you can actually play. So there's a mini arcade that's inside this box, which I thought was really sick, along with some few other extras. So Soul Cresta, if you're into shoot 'em ups and you like to have like the little mini arcades, this is gonna come with that, along with a few more extras for you. Again, I'm not a big collector's edition guy, but I kept my Soul Cresta collector's edition just because of all the extras, and it is a decent game, and I'm a fan of shoot 'em ups after all. I mean, I gotta stay true to my shoot 'em ups. Okay, next up, we have this one here, which I thought was really cool. So this is River City Girls Ultimate Edition, and we've got a lot going on right here, right? Like straight out the gate. Clearly, you can see that this comes with two action figures available for you. So I thought that this was sick. Not just one, but two of the main characters here. I think in with this, you also get a bunch of the little trinkets. Again, you get the game, you get the retro style box, you get the soundtrack. I think that the main thing that really stands out for me with this collector's edition is two things. Obviously, it's the Misako and Kyoko action figures. Those are huge, but the retro cartridge keychain is the bomb. I think that's sick. So you get what looks like a Super Nintendo cartridge. It's like a miniature Super Nintendo cartridge on a keychain. That is sick. And that's something that I would actually put on my keychain as a gamer. So I thought that was great. But this is one, just because of how sick this is and how cool it is, I don't know if I'm going to break the seal on this yet. I'm torn. I don't know if I'm going to open this one, but there's a lot of good stuff going on here. And I'm a huge fan of the River City Girls series. So if you like River City Girls and you're thinking about getting into collector's editions, this is one that I would definitely recommend on the Switch. All right, keeping it going here. Here's a really cool one, and that is Castlevania Collection. So if you like Castlevania games, I grew up playing Castlevania games. I had Castlevania on the Game Boy. Definitely played Super Castlevania, Dracula X. Definitely had Symphony of the Night, played that. So this is just a collection of a lot of the best Castlevania games. Well, what I really like about this one is that it does come with this sick shadow box, and I think that's the real like key selling point here. There's a lot of other extras in here, but this shadow box really does it for me. Not only does it light up, but it does play music in the background. Obviously you have that menacing stare right there, right? And then it comes with a collection of all these really awesome Castlevania games, including the original Castlevania, Simon's Quest, Dracula's Cursed, like I said, Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania Bloodlines, Belmont's Revenge. So just a lot of really cool stuff. And then you got Kid Dracula in here as a throw-in. So some really cool stuff in the box. I think that this would be one, if you're a huge Castlevania fan and you like retro, and again, you're just looking for ways to kind of spruce up your game room, this is a great way to get a great game and get some cool extras for your game room at the same time. You know, I know that's a big thing, and I know as collecting becomes more and more popular, people want to style their room a certain way. So with these, you know, collector's editions, you definitely get those extras to make your room stand out and look unique. And this is a really cool one to have. All right, next up we have a behemoth. Oh, a behemoth. And that is the Axium Verge 2 collector's edition. So much cool stuff jam-packed in this box. Not only do you get 2 games, but you get this absolutely beautiful, I mean, amazing, beautiful shadow box. I mean, probably one of the prettiest things I've seen in gaming. I just love, I mean, I think I love the shadow box more than I like the game itself. If you're looking for something very unique for your room, I think this is a great one to pick up. But not only do you get the 2 games, the shadow box, but with this one, you also get an action figure, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones that tells you in the back what you get, but yeah, it does. So as you can see back here, a bunch of stuff. So you get both games, Axiom Verge and Axiom Verge 2. Axiom Verge 2 looks beautiful, by the way. But you do get the game, the shadow box, 3 action figures. So not just 1, but 3 separate action figures for the game. A steelbook, 4 art cards, 2 enamel pins, 2 soundtracks, and behind the scenes art books. So this is just jam-packed, chock full of special edition goodness. I mean, it really gets no more action-packed and jam-packed than this. This is like Christmas in a box right here. And if you're thinking about just a special edition that you can add to your Switch collection, I think Axiom Verge not only is it a great indie game, but they put a lot, Limited Run put a lot into this special edition, and I think this is one, if you're thinking about getting into special editions, will definitely give you a good bang for your buck. All right, and then last but not least here, we have this Aleste. So this is Aleste collection. If you're a fan of, there's a game on the Super Nintendo, Space Megaforce, right? So Space Megaforce falls into the family of Aleste, if you didn't know. I guess it was called Aleste overseas. But this is a collection of shooters. This came out by M2, and you know M2 is known for doing great emulation. So the gameplay on this special edition is going to be sick. And you know, I'm a huge fan of shoot 'em ups, especially exclusive ones. So this is one that definitely caught my eye and tickled my fancy. But beyond that, there's something really, really unique and really special about this one, and I think it trumps all of my special edition games. And it's the inclusion, yes, of all these great games that you see here, but it also includes this sick Game Gear Micro. And I'm not sure how many of you know that such thing exists, right? But there is a Game Gear Micro. I think this is the actual size of it. So if you look at my hand, this is the actual size of the Game Gear itself, and then the screen that's attached. And I think the colorway on this is really cool. I've seen Game Gear Micros that have, like, you know, kind of more tacky colorways, but this is a really good looking one. It has like this white or like this cream color with like these teal buttons and like the dark blue start. So I thought that that was a really, really cool throw-in on a special edition that you don't ordinarily see. Aleste Collection is probably my most expensive, not only collector's edition, but probably the most expensive game in my entire Switch collection. I know that these go for anywhere between, I don't know, $275 and $350. They range really. I would say probably you're going to be looking at roughly around $300 for this collector's edition. These are going for around 300 right now. But definitely a cool pickup. If you're into shoot 'em ups, I recommend it. I mean, definitely a great game. But let me know what you're into. Let me know if you've got any collector's editions in your collection, if you've got anything that you're kind of stockpiling going into 2024. These are the ones that I think just give me the best bang for buck. I am the Y2K Collector. I hope you had a good Christmas day. Hope you got everything you wanted. Take it easy.